So I'm going to move on to another story this week. And, for all the Trump administration's and Republicans' claims that, they are the party of a strong economy, wouldn't you know, Friday here, another weak jobs report dropped. This is a month after Trump fired the Bureau of Labor Statistics director for a poor job reports. So I don't know if this is the new people putting out bad numbers too, or what. Or maybe just you can't lie about what's really going on in the economy. So this from NPR. U.S. employers added just 22,000 jobs in August, according to a report Friday from the Labor Department. The unemployment rate inched up to 4.3%, and revised figures also show there was a net loss of jobs in June for the first time since 2020 in the midst of the pandemic. The U.S. has now had 4 months in a row of pretty anemic job growth. Average job growth between May and August of this year was down 75% from the same period a year ago. There was a net loss of jobs in manufacturing, construction, and oil drilling, all industries that the Trump administration is trying to promote. A modest increase in healthcare jobs was partially offset by continued cuts in the federal workforce. The federal government has shed some 97,000 jobs since the beginning of the year, and government payrolls are expected to shrink further in the coming months when severance payments to employees who took buyouts end. Trish, party of a strong economy, huh?
The party of the strong economy knows that lagging economic indicators, as a jobs report is, we've already done the damage we want to do. And so if these reports come out, but here's the other thing, Trump wants to lower interest rates, and that's Federal Reserve is in charge of that. They are in charge of employment, and they are in charge of interest rates. These bad job numbers are making it very, very hard for Trump to get what he wants. He doesn't understand that if we need to put some stimulus in for job creation, that'll raise the inflation, and that is certainly the recipe for not raising interest rates. So, he's killing the economy, as Tracy had mentioned earlier. It's a slow drip, 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 and unfortunately, this kind of information that shows that Americans are suffering under these economic policies is a lagging economic indicator. So we find out after the fact that people are not getting jobs that they deserve. They're people, and this doesn't even address the people who aren't looking for jobs anymore. So to me, they say that they're for the working person. They say that they are for a strong economy, but they are not. Their policies just belie that. Left and right. No, just right and right.
and like you said, these numbers lag. We're probably in a recession already. You can see they said the federal government has shed some 97,000 jobs, and it's more like 250,000. A lot of those people are still receiving some form of pay, and that's going to expire here soon. These numbers are going to go up. Wouldn't expect to see more revisions downward. If we saw negative job growth in June, I bet we're going to see negative growth in July and August when those revised numbers come out a couple months from now.